who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Seahawks and the Lions under the lights.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 67 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On third down, Dorsey. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. On first down, Langford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Langford. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Charles. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Charles. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he took. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive of 4 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball Keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Langford. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Langford. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing on first down. Langford. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the...
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Seahawks at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jamaal Charles on 3rd down. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go with Charles. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Second down at 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
They run it. It's Charles. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Langford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's the 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with a Seahawks. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to maneuver. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They've got the... It's like that or how they... It'll be Charles again. He has been the workhorse tonight. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Seahawks are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. extra point right down the middle. And that'll put the lead up now to 25. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Langford. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Langford. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, Langford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They certainly in that zone. Everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on second down, Langford. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And some space here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 3rd down. Langford, his throw caught right around the 6. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Langford. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a 20th carry here for Jamaal Charles. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same